Scoob for president, man. Y'all know what the fuck going on. Yeah. Motherfucker, show y'all that blank. Hope everybody doing good today, man. It's been a minute since I was able to go live. Ain't really been able to stream on the restream. Thought I had it yesterday, but I don't know what the hell going on today. Shout out to the world though, for real. Public service announcement, you know what I mean? Us, never them. Continue to stay humble, even when the rain hits you. Valuable lesson I learned in life. You know, when you different, people gonna hate on you type shit. But when they hate, motherfucking keep applying their motherfucking pressure on their ass. It's just what's going on, man. Shout out to the world. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in. I have got my YouTube channel back going. Can't stream on it. I don't know why. But you know, what's good, fam? You know, I'm gonna always call you fam, man, because, you know, we got too much history, bro. And, you know, looking back on it, Domino, you know, there's been reasons why I should be mad at you, but, you know, it is what it is, my nigga. I got too much love in me to hate somebody, bro. So that's just what's going on, cuz. I hope everything going good with you too, fam. Yeah. I'm in there, bitch, still standing, still solid. Still ain't never ratted on nobody. You know, not saying you make accusations like that towards me, but you already know. I ain't never did no shit like that. But that's irrelevant, you know. That's the static that stops not just me, but other people from their growth. The ego and my pride would have been up flatline some of y'all. You know, I'm just saying straight up. Thank God for my brother-in-law and some of my real family who done set me down when they seen that look in my eye. Got too much love, bro. But, you know, being a man, you know, that shit hurts sometimes, bro. You know, yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm great, homie. I can't even count, though. It don't make no sense to goddamn. You see, I got that bling on there. Yeah. Finally done got me that choker piece. If it hit. Yeah. You know, I don't do the flexible. You know, I always wanted that little choker one. You know, I ain't took this one off since I came home from chain game inside when I went to jail. You know what I'm saying? That's the one Cud gave me. Bought from me when we went Miami type shit. But man, yo, what it do, Spencer? Here we go, homie. Yeah, homie, same for you, bro. Hey, I don't know if you won that 3NT, man, that Artist of the Month. I hope you did. I voted for you, man. And really, homie, I think it's so dope, bro, that, man, you know, August, October, both, that's something to, and they don't even know that so I salute you for that, fam. Like, real shit, bro. You know, you love this shit like I love it, bro. You know, that's just what it is, man. You love the music like I love it. We might have different visions, man, but the love is there. And it's obvious, man, every time me and Domino, man, Trap County boys make them motherfucking bangers. Don't give a fuck. And that's just what it is, you know, but I really got on here on my motherfucking Michael Myers shit, you know what I'm saying? Convicted felon can't motherfucking have no gun. So I keep it on my chain, you know, like but it ain't never been no ill intent on me. Really with anybody, bro. I try to live a good life, man, and thank God for my upbringing for that. You know, Domino, I know you had a good upbringing. Spencer, what's up, fam? Yeah, we in this thing, man. Yeah. But you know, I just really got on here. Shit, you gonna win that vid next month, bro. That's a milestone. I mean, you know, I ain't gonna say it's well, to me, it is a milestone, bro, because we getting notarized, bro. We've already been notarized, man. You know, if you from the surrounding West Georgia area, bro, they know TCV is goddamn, we got the belt, bro. Ain't nobody been doing this shit longer than us. Some people may, Vote Ill may have had that hoe I'm a dog, but ain't nobody dropped them bitches like goddamn TCB. Domino, I might not like your ways, might, kind of like you probably might not like mine type shit. But I'm gonna forever be grateful for you to keeping that motherfucking name alive, homie. Keeping that brand alive when my dumb ass was in chain gang, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, she's on the same thing right now. I dropped her off last night. And I ain't gonna comment on that, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't get no points off of just throwing shade, Because then that makes me like them, you know what I'm saying? I try to, channel my energy into music type shit. Because that's what's going on, bro. I have been taking advice, you know. I've had mentors, Domino would show me the sauce. Um, Shout out to all the artists. Shout out to all the promoters, to the people who do podcasts, to the fans. Man, I need to find Jessica Sellers. Where you at, baby? I ain't seen your ass in a minute. Uh, I'm just excited to be able to get on here, man, and continue to spread my message. I love the music, man, but the music is more of, I done said this multiple times, it's more like a therapy to me. So, when I'm able to get on here and not really boast or brag, because I ain't really been big on that. I ain't never been big on that. I've been humble. People won't believe the shit that I really done. It ain't meant to talk about, bro, because that's what the great book says, you know what I'm saying? But, we just got to keep applying pressure, with the music especially. It's sad to say, the music game is so overpopulated with fuck motherfuckers, that it does make it hard for artists like me and Domino and Wisco Dirty and AJ and so many more, bro. King Razor. It makes it hard on us, bro. Just because it's like a wall that they create. We'll get notarized, but we're not like them, homie. And I'm able to embrace that, you know what I'm saying? Man, when I get out of jail, homie, that's all I've been doing, dropping these bitches, bro. I got some real, I wish I could play these bitches on here, but I can't play music on this live YouTube, so I just gotta talk, you know what I mean? It was in my heart to talk about this shit, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you straight up, man, deception is a motherfucker, homie. Do you see how, just take it as a lesson, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, same for you, homie, man, I can't help who I love, bro. And me being selfish, I know y'all's history, man. Thank you for being able to, you know what I'm saying, allow her to come into your house, because that's real genuine love, bro. So if she can't see that, then that's the greed in her, homie. Because she's on another motherfucker's house right now, doing the same thing. And when I dropped her off last night, I ain't gonna make this about that because, I don't get no points on throwing no shade on nobody I love because I'm in my feelings, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to work on me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got character flaws. And fucking, I've been working on myself, which I have been seeing a growth in my shit, you know what I'm saying? But, and I'm gonna continue to do that, bro. You know what I mean? You know, I got an up and coming event December the 6th, you know what I'm saying? The Stank On Your Records, Big Boy Studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a 90-second audition. I don't know how they found me, I talked to the representative, you know what I mean? So I'm excited about that, bro. You know what I mean? Everything's starting to come together, man. The static is there, of course. Yeah, the Gray Street, yeah. It stank on. Y'all be at that bitch. You need a con too, Domino. You know what I mean? For real, like, you know, to a lot of people that might seem like small stuff, but um, to me, that's like a milestone. That's the start of something major. You know what I mean? 'Cause, I got my own mama and them being like, God damn, Blake, when you gonna start getting some money with this shit? The money's already gonna come. Yeah. The money ain't no pressure. The money gonna come. You know. And life ain't always about money. I had to learn that because, once upon a time, way back, a couple moons ago, I had so many fuck motherfuckers around me, man. I was so dismissed, confused, thinking they all for me. But then once that shit hocus pocus, they were like, where the hell y'all go type shit. So, I'm not saying I prefer to be broke, but I don't wake up and just put my mind on that, you know what I mean? Because, I have kind of tried to find my inner peace, you know what I mean? And I like this version of me. Just at 2 p.m. I'm probably going to get there a little early just because I try to be ahead of the line because I ain't about to pay that 100. They say you can pay 100 to skip the line. And, I'm going to have a little bread in my pocket just if it's a long-ass line, but don't really know what song I'm going to do. I'm trying to, get one right, you know what I mean? Trying to drop an album too. But I don't know what I was about to just say. Tell myself. But the money gonna come, man. It's more of me trying to deliver the message, you know what I mean, to unify. Cause I'm big on unity, you know what I'm saying? If you know about me, man, I scream umbrella, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that part, man, the UBK, you know what I'm saying? Like I scream that shit, cause and the U, I'm gonna keep it real. What's up, baby? Man, my YouTube got blocked out. I ain't been on this bitch in like 45 days. So, I'm back, baby. Where you been? God dang, I miss your little mamacita ass. God gracious. Yeah. Hell yeah. Monetize that bit, Carl. Monetize it, man. Shit. Get you some bread, bro. You know what I mean? That's what this shit's about, bro. I mean, it ain't all about the money, but man, all the time and all the energy that a motherfucker done put into this shit, it's gotta pay off type shit. I'm gonna tell yeah, I know it, baby. I'm gonna I'm gonna check you out when I get off of here. I love checking you out, baby. Real shit. Hey, if I was to come to Miami, keep it real, I don't know if you got no man. Kiss to you too. I don't know if you got a man or not, but I'll get like a hotel down the room and you got there kind of see me, you know what I'm saying? And thank you for real, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit's for real to me, Like shout out to you, man. You in Miami, man, for real, rocking this shit, man. Going school crazy, you know what I mean? Like, so with that being said, everybody ain't gonna feel your music, man. Everybody just can't feel your music. It ain't on everybody to feel it. That's why I try to drop so many songs that each song I know at least one person can relate to, you know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of glad that this YouTube did get shut down for 30 days because I was thinking about just completely wiping that bitch out and just starting over, man, and actually like really, really taking pride instead of just skimming through these motherfucker one take freestyles and even though it's riding. Oh yeah, I know I'm about to tell you, Domino. Look, if you watch it, cause get on Facebook. I don't know if you got Discord. Download Discord. It's a cool ass server. You're my kind of white boy, baby. I told you I'm not white. I'm a Nigerian prince. I'm just albino. Like I got a kingdom in my village, and Shit, baby, you my type of motherfucking foreign. I'll marry your ass. Oh God, I would. I ain't never even met your ass. Motherfucking marry your ass right now on live. Don't play with me. You know, you just turn me on. You turn me on like a light switch. Shit, I keep the strap like a dyke, bitch. All night, bitch. They ain't heard me and Domino. We know to take it in the sky like a flight, bitch. I can't stand me no white bitch with that messy shit. Nah, I'm gonna chill out. This ain't about all that, but yeah, though, baby, you fine as a motherfucker. Thank God for YouTube and motherfucking StreamYard and this music. I think I made them at the sexiest thing I done never seen, baby. And I ain't even talking about the way you perform. I'm talking about just. But yeah, though. Everything been going good, you know what I mean? I got a couple court dates coming up. Been kind of not really stressing, but have been thinking about it. You know, I ain't scared to go to chain gang. Hell no, I ain't never read it. Thank you, baby. Hell yeah. I've been feeling good too, man. I've been focusing on me, been spending time with my family, excited about Thanksgiving type shit. So, just cherishing life one day at a time, not really thinking about the past because Lord forbid we know how it is when you go to thinking about the past and about all the good, when we think about the past, we don't very seldom do we think about the good things in the past. We think about like all the bullshit. So when you think about that shit that bring depression. You know what I'm saying? And when you live in the future, it brings anxiety. And those type of feelings when you're dealing with in the present, it can cause static on your growth, on that everyday growth. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't nothing that I'm preaching or teaching, but this is just something that I have encountered. And I'm sure everybody can relate to that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the past 43 months, a motherfucker wouldn't believe it if I was to tell him, bro. I'm gonna have story time in the next couple days and really just give them the motherfucking ballad of Scoob, bro. And this ain't nothing to glorify. This ain't nothing to motherfucking praise about. This ain't nothing to cry about. But maybe the testimony can be a lesson for the ones who I pray will never have to go through this shit. But maybe they can learn from it. Maybe they can see how the evilness and the wickedness and the negativity that is all amongst us can bring good motherfuckers down, bro. Like, that's the testimony I'm trying to speak, bro. Like, I'm gonna forever speak on that, bro. I'm gonna die speaking on that, bro. And I'm not the hardest motherfucker out. I will get beat up, done beat some and got beat up, done pop, pop, pop some and got shot at. But I'm still alive for a reason, bro. So I know I got purpose still here on this earth. So I'm gonna continue just to find the greatness in each and every day type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I won't stop till the whole world scream school, bro. Like, that's my motherfucking mission, homie. To the whole world go to screaming school, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I want the whole world to be screaming that go, go. Bro, it ain't. But shit to be hard sometimes, though. I ain't acting like it shit hard for me. It should be hard for everybody. Amen. As of late, this shit done got crazy. Not just on a personal level, but just, thinking about your city, wherever you may be from, or country, the world, the universe, you know what I'm saying? So, niggas think I was tripping when I was talking about that Nibiru shit, but the shit is up here now. It's like, man, something happened to me in Oklahoma, bro. It's like that land had been ancient, bro, and it was like I can't explain it in words, man, but it's a beautiful thing, man, to be able to step out of the flesh and the worldly ways that we are entrapped to. See, we're entrapped by everything that we're entrapped to because of man. Man instilled all this shit, bro, to attach us to these material things that we glorify, that we consider, or some things are like gods. You know what I'm saying? You know, we idolize shit like it's a god. Fuck that, bro. You know, I was able to really in Oklahoma step out of all worldly ways and really focus on my growth. And when I did, it was like I got awakened. And that don't make me no different than anybody, because uh, awakening is the first step of ascending. Well, actually, the first step is stepping out of your ego. And I still battle with that sometimes type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still battle with the ego. I still battle about what people think, or how they feel about me, or, you know, but that's the one thing that we have to let go. And as a musician, it is hard to let go of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is hard as fuck. But that's the first step of ascending, you know what I'm saying? And I have done that. Then I got awakened, you know what I'm saying? And the discernments, and you know, God is good. You know, I ain't gonna make this like Paul already and go to preaching and all that, because I ain't on all that. But, you know, God is real. Jesus is real. The universe is real. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we are part of all that. You know, everything around us. You are that same thing. If you break it into the smallest form, go back to math, division. 24/6, you know, you could break that down, you could simplify that. So if you simplify anything that's living on this earth to the smallest form, you go back to the proton, neutron, and electrons that they taught us in science. So with that being said, we all have that in us. Everything alive has them same protons and neutrons that I have, that you have, he have. So once you get awakened, it's like you connect with that. You connect with that. You know, if you're one of those people where dogs or cats are drawn to you all the time, you vibrate on a high energy. I mean, a high frequency. Um, as of late, I have been vibrating high, and I'm starting to see that I can. You know, I don't take glory for it, but when you vibrate high, good things come. You attract things. Uh, People on a lower astral vibration, um, they can't be around us too long. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't be around you too long. So uh, don't take that as in, oh damn, I'm different. Oh, they don't fuck with me. No, they just can't be around your high vibration as. Take that as a compliment, bro. Cause I'm here to tell you, bro, the more people who you keep around, the more static you're gonna have in your life. Static is real. Static and outside forces is the reason why many people in relationships don't last. You know, a person could be happy with her one, and then next thing you know, you got outside forces that go to contribute. And next thing you know, that static will trickle in. You know, you gotta rebuke that shit. You gotta truly understand that that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like what is up is down. What is to the right is to the left. What is good is bad. So when you are doing good, you also have that same bullshit that is trying to attack. You know, it's trying so hard to attack the blessings that is in store for each and every one of us type shit, you know. And I don't went through that shit, bro. Like really, really don't went through that shit to the point where like I'm able to understand it. You know, at first I was thinking, down there, bad. It's just bad luck. No, it's just when you're on your shit, bro. That's when the demons and the devils and all that shit there will come attack you even more. But you know, you gotta really have that armor on, bro. You gotta really stand like a warrior, bro. You know, I don't even say soldier, bro. You know, I salute everybody who ever served in the service type shit. Like, I really do, bro. Like, I'm fucking with y'all. But y'all had to obey orders. You know, I obey my orders from God, from my intuition. So with that being said, I'm a motherfucking warrior, homie. A warrior. I'm a motherfucker like a samurai type shit. A skinny one at that. But see, I'm just skinny in this flesh. The shell, you know what I'm saying? But the spirit, your spirit, uh, I give a shit about people who served in the service. You know, I really do. But there's a difference between a warrior and a soldier, and I'm not no soldier. But I do care about the people who has because there's been many bloodshed on this same soil that we walk on for us to have these rights that we have today. You know, now he got his right to speak on what he's speaking on. Look, this is an open chat, bro. You speak your mind, homie. If you ask, are you gonna get the answer, homie? You know, I ain't never gonna say fuck the soldiers, but that's not what I am. I'm a street warrior. I'm a soul warrior, homie. You know, I follow my leads by God. You know, a soldier can be commanded to go kill that Iraqi, the little boy. You got to do it then. You got to pull the trigger. Nah, bro, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. That's the warrior in me, homie. It's the samurai in me. You know what I'm talking about? It's the difference, God. I feel like the military is a way of brainwashing. You know, if we're gonna get on that topic, I feel like the military really uses and abuses men, strips them away of their true inner power, so they can mold them how they want to be molded, just for a situational battle or a reason. Then they kick them up at the army. And that's why we got millions of veterans who don't receive VA benefits. They get forgot about. They get forgot about. Their legacies get forgot about. What you might get put on a wall that only gets seen every now and then. Motherfucker walk by that wall and see all them names. Don't know who the fuck them folks is. A warrior, they name live forever type shit. You know what I'm talking about? That's the difference, cuz. But I do salute and honor all soldiers. You won't catch me go on the battlefield. You know, that's just me. I'm not about to die for somebody who don't give a fuck about me. Because I know the government don't give a fuck about us. And if you think they do, you need to pinch yourself and snap back then, cuz. You know, my mom and dad in there, they come from no military background. They raised a real hustler, you know, type shit, you know. But I do honor all the soldiers, because without them people, man, we wouldn't have the rights we have. But, you know, a lot of the wars that we went into weren't the reason why we were told. So shame on them for painting these narratives about why we may have went to war with this country or that country. Because the gist of it is all greed. You know what I'm talking about? Greed of the flesh is a motherfucker. Lust. All them deadly sins are the fallen angels that have fallen. They feed off those emotions. The lust, gluttony, greed. I can't think of all of them, but you know, y'all know what I'm talking about. But those are the fallen angels. They have to feed off of our emotions to survive. Somewhere along the line, it's an exchange. They have to have that for certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I try to take heed to that. And with that said, I try not to let anything control my emotions no more. I try to wake up each and every day happy. And I try to go to bed happy. You know, my grandma always told me type shit like, when you go to sleep at night, it's never meant to go to bed mad. And I've been practicing that, bro. And my days have been going good. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I would get on some motherfucking fuck shit if I let certain shit dwell on me. And I'll crash out, bro. Like, I've been a crash out. You know what I'm saying? I've done that. And it didn't get me nowhere. I rode with motherfuckers, man, and shit, busted my gun with motherfuckers for shit, bro, who years later got down, threw shade on me type shit, cuz. Yeah, gang, cuz. Yeah, I'm like you right now. Let me tell you a story, man, about my homie, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, cuz. West to the east, cuz. Yeah, nigga. But you know, first time I met my homie, bro, we was at Dollar General, nigga. Nigga Daddy said he had the same one. And I knew when I seen you, cuz I met you, homie. Maybe not in this realm, my nigga. But me, you know, me when I was 19. Remember when me, you, and Brett was outside the house when we had that fire? And I was like, Rob, when I look at you, Joe, I see a 19 version of me. When I look at Brett, who I think was 65, 66 type shit, you know, I seen a version of me when I was his age, you know. And that was the alignment, how we had to meet, you know. And, you know, the first time I met Cud, he came running in the door, you know. I'm gonna go and tell y'all about Joe Loke, man. Joe Loke the hardest out, bro. On that Young C shit, they ain't fucking with Cuz, man. That's on me. I put that on everything, man. Joe, you keep staying focused with that music, my Loke, bro, for real, Cud. And you know, keep applying that pressure, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got it, bro. Like, I don't know how this shit gonna end with me. I don't, bro. I go to court in a couple weeks. I don't know how this shit gonna end, cuz. I ain't tripping, though. Because I'm a motherfucking warrior, cuz. Everybody who's watching this is a warrior. Somehow, some way, we got, you know, we got united and aligned at the perfect time. And, you know, I won't never forget none of y'all, bro. Yeah. I might slide back out that way, cuz. First time I met Cuz, he came in that bitch with a bloody box cutter. And went on. I said, yeah, Cuz about that life. Real, yeah. Fucking with you. I wish you I wish you the best, my cuz. It was an honor meeting you, homie. And just know, bro, that wasn't the last time me and you met each other, homie. We gonna meet again. We gonna link up again, bro. In due time, my nigga. I say I thank you every day, bro. You were my only friend out there, bro. So thank you for still got the blade. That be bloody as hell, boy. Scared the hell out of Keisha. We in there in the living room just chilling, rolling up. You know, my door was already fucked up. Cuz busting in that bitch. Blood on the night. Cuz I done killed somebody. Hey man, bring your ass inside then. Come on. I was telling my mama Joe about when me and you was in there in the back room recording, and we heard that baby cry. And then we went out there and we seen that long ass UPS. See, a lot of people think I be capping about these stories, bro, but I'm glad Cuz is in here. We seen that long. I was like, I heard a baby cry. She thought I was awesome. I'm telling you, it took her about a week to get right to you, boy, but she, boy, I Cuz. But when we heard that baby cry, bro, I said, hey, Cuz, go check the door real quick. He went around there and checked it. It was a motherfucking big ass UPS looking cargo truck, but it was longer and they had a sticker on it. And man, this man jumped out all black with a sleeve on, with like one of them little like lighter leashes that you could tap on the door type shit. And he looked at me, he said, you 202? I said, hell no, I ain't 202. He kind of looked at me, then bust the right, then parked right in front of my house for about 3-4 minutes. So I shoot back to the back room, Cuz getting his verse ready. I'm like, hey, Cuz, look, go get in the car and follow them folks, man. Cuz, get in the car and follow them. Now, the little town that we was at, the speed limit is 25. Some places 15. And that motherfucker was going 80. And Cuz drive 120 at all times. Man, that motherfucker was dipping, bro. I realized what that was, cause that wasn't the police or the feds, cause they'd have been done blitzed me, homie. You know, come on, bro. They had me if they was that, man. You know, it be on the shit that we was seeing type shit. And you know, I won't never forget that shit, bro. I won't never forget me and you in the yard, and you know, seeing that certain shit, looking in the woods, thinking we seen a little orange, little light. It looked like a big ass cigar cherry. Then we walk up on it and it's a tire, and you can't tell me to this day that shit was not a portal. Cause right